started from the bottom now. He enters the ring, an Olympic bronze medalist, a former WBC heavyweight world champion, and to this day, still the most feared power puncher in combat sports history, with a record of 43 victories against only 4 losses, 1 bout even, and an incredible 42 victories coming by way of KO. Repping Tuscaloosa, Alabama, the Bronze Bomber, Deontay Wilder. With final...
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for our featured bout. It is scheduled for 12 rounds, and it is an eliminator. For fighting tonight out of the blue corner, he comes to the ring wearing black trunks and weighed in officially at 18 stone, 7 pounds. Hailing from Finchley, London, England, this 18-year veteran now has a professional record of 35 wins, 13 defeats, 23 of his 35 wins coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the captivating and unforgettable former British, Commonwealth, European, and 2-time world title challenger, known as the Del Boy, Derek Chisora.
This isn't just a fight, this is pure destruction waiting to happen. When Deontay Wilder steps into the ring, one thing is guaranteed: someone is going down. But standing in front of him is Derek Chisora, a man who doesn't fear pain, doesn't fear pressure, and definitely doesn't back away from a war. Wilder brings one-punch knockout power that can shut the lights off instantly, while Chisora brings chaos, aggression, and non-stop pressure. So when unstoppable power meets unbreakable toughness, there's only one question: who breaks first? Deontay Wilder is known as one of the hardest punchers boxing has ever seen, a fighter who can change everything with a single right hand, even when he's losing the fight. But Derek Chisora is built differently. He doesn't wait, he doesn't calculate too much, he attacks, pressures, and forces his opponents into brutal exchanges. This fight isn't about clean boxing or technical beauty, it's about damage, endurance, and heart. Wilder waits for the perfect moment, while Chisora creates constant danger. And in a fight like this, it only takes 1 second for everything to explode.
Wrong. It's dangerous, and the board are now in a situation where they think shit. So I don't know how they're going to deal with that.
Derek Chisora versus Deontay Wilder is a heavyweight clash that fans around the world are eager to witness. This fight combines raw aggression with explosive knockout power, making it one of the most anticipated matchups in modern boxing. Fight prediction, knockout highlights, and heavyweight showdown. This script is designed for viral reach. Both fighters bring unique strengths that promise an unforgettable battle inside the ring for millions of viewers worldwide. On one side, Derek Chisora is known for his relentless pressure and warrior mentality. Throughout his career, he has faced elite opponents and built a reputation as one of the toughest fighters in the heavyweight division. His aggressive style, combined with constant forward movement, makes him dangerous for anyone. Chisora thrives in close-range exchanges, where he can land heavy punches and wear down his opponents with sheer physical strength and determination over multiple rounds.
I showed it to you. I was not meant to show it to you, but I figured out I'm right here, so let's do it.
You were reluctant at the first, you weren't going to get on stage, and then you waited. Was that all planned?
Nah, I don't plan things, I just decided.
On the other side stands Deontay Wilder, one of the most dangerous knockout artists in boxing history. Known for his devastating right hand, Wilder has ended numerous fights in dramatic fashion. His ability to change the outcome with a single punch makes him a constant threat. Wilder's explosive power and reach advantage give him a significant edge, especially against aggressive fighters like Chisora, who are willing to engage in close combat exchanges.
I don't like things like that. I mean, it's ridiculous, and you see these scuffles and all this nonsense at press conferences, and that is where it goes wrong. There's a little cut. I don't know how bad it is. I've not had a chance to speak to anybody.
When analyzing their training camps, both fighters prepare in completely different ways. Derek Chisora focuses on endurance, strength conditioning, and inside fighting techniques. His training includes intense sparring sessions designed to simulate pressure-heavy fights. Meanwhile, Deontay Wilder prioritizes speed, timing, and power drills. His camp revolves around perfecting his right hand accuracy, ensuring that one clean shot can instantly end the fight in spectacular knockout fashion.
The fight business. No one is safe. You understand me? Nobody is safe in the fight business, and you just never know who want to pick a bone with you and stuff like that. You know what I mean? I know Derek. I've been knowing Derek for a long time. You know what I mean? And, you know, I know how he is. So I know what's up. You know, so when he came up to me, that's like a challenge. You know how two gorillas is
Looking at their previous winning fights, Derek Chisora has gone toe-to-toe with top-tier opponents, showcasing his durability and fighting spirit. Even in losses, he has proven extremely difficult to stop. His victories often come through relentless pressure and volume punching. This experience makes him a dangerous underdog, capable of pushing elite fighters into uncomfortable situations where they are forced to fight at his pace.
Their face off? Of course not. Yes, it's over the line. You shouldn't be doing it. They shouldn't be putting hands on each other. But it is the fight game, and we've seen far worse. We've seen guys get in fights. We've seen people throw dollies in this game, in the combat sport.
Deontay Wilder's winning fights, however, tell a different story. Most of his victories have come by knockout, often in dramatic and viral moments that dominate boxing highlights. His ability to remain patient and wait for the perfect opening has led to some of the most explosive finishes in heavyweight history. Wilder doesn't need to win rounds. He just needs one opportunity to deliver a fight-ending punch that shocks the world.
That's a little bit naughty, because I know it's all, you know, fun and games at press conferences, but when you lay your hands on another man's face, whether there's an egg in it or not, you've laid your hands on his face, and that takes it to...
As the fight begins, Derek Chisora is expected to apply immediate pressure, closing the distance and forcing Wilder to fight on the inside. This strategy is crucial because it limits Wilder's ability to fully extend his powerful right hand. Chisora will likely target the body early, attempting to drain Wilder's energy and reduce his explosiveness as the fight progresses into the later rounds of this heavyweight clash.
I don't think he's skill-wise up there with Usyk, but to do that and just stop him and batter him, like, just phenomenal. Like, he is, there is absolutely no question in my mind who is the pounder.
Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, will aim to control distance using his jab and footwork. By maintaining range, he can set up his signature right hand, which remains his most dangerous weapon. Wilder's strategy will revolve around patience and precision, waiting for Chisora to make a mistake. One perfectly timed counter could instantly change the course of the fight and deliver a viral knockout moment.
I thought it was a stroke of genius, personally. I don't see there's any harm in it. You know, this is the entertainment business that we live in now, and if you're not going to be entertaining...
The middle rounds could become the most critical phase of this fight. If Derek Chisora successfully applies pressure and lands consistent body shots, Wilder may begin to slow down. This would create opportunities for Chisora to dominate exchanges and potentially score a late-round stoppage. However, every second spent in range also increases the risk of walking into Wilder's devastating right hand.
I mean, how many times have we seen boxers do things that they shouldn't do? You know, we saw Derek Chisora spit on Vitaly Klitschko.
We didn't need that.
I'm not offended by it.
Fatigue will play a major role as the fight progresses. Derek Chisora's conditioning and experience in long, grueling fights could give him an advantage in later rounds. His ability to maintain pressure without slowing down is one of his greatest strengths. If Wilder fails to secure an early knockout, he may find himself in deep waters against a relentless opponent who refuses to back down.
Always it's on. It was a matter of getting the contract signed, and lawyers going between each other sometimes takes longer than it takes to make the fight. But it was always on, and it was on because both fighters wanted it. And I've said it many times, if the guys want to fight each other, it's not difficult to do. Wilder wanted a meaningful fight, and Tyson wanted a meaningful.
Despite Chisora's strengths, Deontay Wilder's knockout power cannot be ignored. Even when he appears to be losing rounds, Wilder remains dangerous until the final bell. His history of late knockouts proves that he only needs one moment of opportunity. This makes him one of the most unpredictable and exciting fighters to watch in the sport of boxing today.
That Derek Chisora can beat Deontay Wilder?
I think he's a big underdog in the fight, and I think he may also get knocked out in the fight. If he gets past 5 or 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, he's banging that fight. He might not get through 5 or 6 rounds with Deontay Wilder, but he's fighting.
In terms of prediction, this fight presents a classic power versus pressure matchup. Derek Chisora's best chance of winning lies in dragging Wilder into a high-volume, close-range battle. Meanwhile, Wilder's path to victory is clear: maintain distance and land the perfect right hand. Both strategies are effective, but execution will determine the outcome of this explosive heavyweight encounter.
Fight Wilder. That's the one fighter that, out of all of them, I just think it'd be a disaster for him. Doesn't need that, he's just, if he was going to fight on, but don't do that. That's it's the hardest punch in heavyweight, probably in heavyweight history. I think if you look at the stats, and I just think if Derek, and I think he's probably a little bit older than me, Derek, so I just think, whatever condition you're in, he's, you're going up against.
As the fight reaches its climax, the tension becomes unbearable. Fans know that one punch could end everything instantly. Chisora continues to push forward, while Wilder waits patiently for the perfect shot. This dramatic buildup is what makes heavyweight boxing so thrilling, and why fights like this generate massive views, high RPM revenue, and global attention across platforms like YouTube.
So I've just seen that Chisora and Deontay Wilder are going to do a fight. I think this is a great fight. I've fought both of these men 3 times each, actually. Just thought of that. And I think it's a very, very good fight. But on this one, I'm going to go with my boy, Del Boy War Chisora, for a stoppage. Get up there, Derek! Come on! It's coming home. And there should be a belt on the line too. So one of you sanctioning bodies, you got 2 legendary fighters here, a champion, world champion with 10 title defenses from the USA, and an absolute warlord from the United Kingdom who's fought everybody, never ducked anybody, and would have been a good heavyweight in any era, Derek Chisora.
In the final moments, a sudden exchange could decide the fight. If Wilder lands clean, it could result in a highlight reel knockout that goes viral worldwide. However, if Chisora withstands the power and continues applying pressure, he could secure a stunning upset victory. This unpredictability is exactly what makes this matchup so exciting and highly searched among boxing fans globally.
It's a fantastic, almost, you could say a 50-50. We don't know what Wilder's got left. Obviously, he possesses the biggest, probably single punch power since an early Shavers, but he didn't look great. Well, hasn't looked great, has he, for the last couple of years, probably since the Fury trilogy. And Derek continues to keep grinding results out, and once that 50th fight, it would be a fantastic build-up, we know. It looks like it will be announced. I'm hearing April. I just think it's a great battle.
Ultimately, Deontay Wilder is slightly favored due to his unmatched knockout ability. However, Derek Chisora's toughness and relentless style make him a serious threat. Regardless of the outcome, this fight promises action, drama, and viral moments that will dominate boxing discussions. For more high-quality boxing content, fight breakdowns, and predictions, stay tuned and subscribe to Boxing Edge for the latest updates. Fights like this don't need judges. They create knockouts that fans remember for years. Whether it's Wilder detonating that devastating right hand or Chisora dragging the fight into deep, brutal waters, the outcome will be violent either way. This is the kind of matchup where strategy can disappear and survival becomes everything. So now it comes down to you. Does Wilder add another brutal knockout to his record, or does Chisora shock everyone with his relentless pressure? Drop your prediction below. Hit like if you love knockout fights, and subscribe for more explosive boxing content.